Buenos dias, good morning. Hope you are having a good day so far. Today, we're going to begin with a different type of pranayama, a more mindfulness practice. This practice is a way for us to bring our awareness more into the body, as pranayama helps us do through the breath. This time we're going to do what is called a body scan. So you might have heard of this practice or practiced it yourself in a Vipassana background meditation, where we start at the crown of the head and we spend a few moments there, just allowing our concentration to notice any sensations you might be feeling around your head space. And we'll spend a few deep breaths there, and then we'll work our way down the face to the shoulders and keep going until we get to our feet. So it's going to take us a few minutes. So you can have the option of lying down if you prefer, or seated in a chair where your back is up against the wall. Maybe you just want to sit on the ground against the wall, or like I am, just be sitting on a cushion or a block or a blanket or flat on the mat. Make sure that you can sustain the position, the posture that you're in for a few minutes. This will take us a few minutes. It's a way to help us calm our nervous system as well, to relax the body, to go inward into our hearts, into our body's awareness, leaving the mind behind for a little bit. So, I'm already really relaxed, I guess. Take your time, come to a seated posture, let your arms be relaxed by your sides, or maybe if you're lying down on top of your body. You can close your eyes for this, or you can have your eyes gazing at a point of focus, maybe on the floor if you're seated up. And we'll begin just breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the breath in the lungs, in the belly, wherever the sensation of the breath arises. And then how you feel as you exhale. So with your eyes closed, let's take our concentration to the crown of the head. The space that hovers right above us. The space all around our head, in front of our eyes. The back of the head, where we usually have our ponytail. Just taking in a few deep breaths. Doing your best just to relax, maybe around the eyebrows. Noticing your ears, the nose. Relaxing your jaw, letting your tongue sit freely in your mouth, relaxed. Starting to scan down our neck space. Maybe swallowing. Relaxing now into your torso space, the area around your shoulders. Sitting up, noticing now where your cervical spine meets your thoracic spine, the clavicle, the shoulder blades, the scapula, And we'll scan down our right arm. You can also scan down both arms at the same time, whatever feels natural for you. Noticing the biceps, elbows, forearms, wrists. Noticing your palms and the fingers. Maybe the sensation of the palm or the skin touching wherever it's touching, whether that's the ground or another part of your body. What sensations do you feel? Maybe it's cool, like the air, maybe it's warm. Then we'll scan back up the arms, coming back to our heart space now. Taking a couple deep breaths, enlivening the chest, the upper back, all the essential organs that are held within the rib cage. Noticing the ribs themselves, how they support you. And keep scanning down the torso into your belly space, lower back. Another set of organs sitting between your hip bones. Just releasing with the exhale. Starting to notice the connection between your sit bones, touching the ground. Maybe if you're lying down, noticing all the points that are touching the ground, how you feel on top of this mat. And notice the front side of your hips, your pelvis, the pubic bone, the inner groin. How are you feeling? Are you tense? Are you relaxed? Breathing now into your leg space, simultaneously running down the tops of the thighs. Running across the glutes and the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs. Noticing what might be arising in the upper legs as we make our way to the knees. How are your knees feeling this morning? Scanning across the strong, hard surface your knee bone, and into the lower legs, the calves, the shins. And the length that leads to the ankles, bringing us to the feet, noticing the heel, our midfoot of our arch, the ball of our foot, and all 10 toes, big, little, super small. Couple more deep breaths, taking in the body at its wholeness. As you breathe in, breathe up from the spine to the crown of the head. Pausing. And releasing. 2 more times. Inhaling. Root, spine to the crown. And when you're ready, one more cycle. Deep breath, full body breath. From your base to your crown. And begin to start to open the eyes if they're closed. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. So we'll start to move the body. Coming into some gentle side bends. So if you're laying down, please come up to a seated posture. We're going to begin by bringing our arms out to the side. As we inhale, we're going to lift the arms up. And exhale, bring the arms back down. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, extend through the hands, palms face down. Exhale. Inhale, palms rising. Facing up. And exhale. Lengthen and lower. 2 more. As you inhale and bring the arms up, palms face together. Exhale, left arm comes down. Right arm leans over. Gentle side bend. Press your right hip down. Lengthen through the side of your right body. Relax your right shoulder slightly. You can look up, down. Good, let's inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, bring the right arm to the right side. Press your left hip down, reach up through the side body of your left side, left arm, left fingertips together, either looking up or down. And let's inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left side. So right arm comes across our body, left arm behind us. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you gently look towards the left side of the room. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting more your upper back, looking over your left shoulder. And if you're not okay in a cross-legged position, having the legs long or being in a kneeling posture is just okay as well. Take one more inhale. Exhale, unwind the spine, bring our hands next to our body. We'll go to the other side. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, begin to bring your left arm across, right arm behind. Inhale, lift up through your crown of your head. Twist from the base of your belly to begin. Inhale, keep lifting. Exhale, start to look towards your right shoulder. So starting to waken up our spines. Little side bend, little twist, helps ease any stiffness we might have come into class with. Good. It helps us wake up our digestive organs when we practice any twists or compressions of the sides. Good. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, start to face forward. We're going to practice a yogic seal where we bend forward either with our legs crossed or you can have your legs open. Now for some of us who might be have some flexibility in the hips, we might be able to fold pretty far forward. And this is where I'll have you bring some blocks ahead of you. You can rest your forehead on the top block. So your blocks might be lower, your blocks might be higher. It all depends on your range of flexibility. Make sure you're seated nice and flat on your mat. We'll inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, we're going to let the hands come forward, either inside the legs or framing the blocks. Now with this nice long spine, you're going to walk your hands forward. Keep your chest up. You're hinging from your hips, bringing your low belly close to the ground. My spine is still nice and long. Now once I've hit a point of resistance, I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to start to bend my elbows, bringing now my upper chest space closer to the ground. My spine is still nice and long. And then once I've hit a wall of resistance there, keep pressing my hips back. I'm going to bend my head, my neck, and see if I can rest my forehead on that block without compromising my posture. Shoulders away from the ears. Take 5 deep breaths here. Good. Let's inhale, press away from the mat. Walk your hands back to center. Now we're going to switch our legs and practice that again. So if your feet are crossed, you're going to bring the inner foot forward. And then we'll do it again. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, land them ahead of you on the mat. Walk them forward as you hinge from your hips. Keep your chest lifted. Spine is long, little by little. Find your first wall of resistance. Take a deep breath in. Start to bend your elbows, bringing your chest down. Once you find your second point of resistance, press back through your hips, lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. And then rest your forehead, if you can, onto those blocks. Otherwise, your head is just relaxed down, chin towards your chest. So let's slowly lift up, walk our hands back to our torso. Okay. So we started to work on stretching into our lower backs. Now we're going to move into the legs. So we're going to extend our right leg forward. Get nice long extension through your leg. If you have a slight bend in the knee, that's okay. This might also be if you can't quite reach your toes yet, or reach the lower leg, you might want to wrap a strap around the sole of your foot and hold on to it with your hands here. You want to make sure you're seated nice and evenly through your sit bones. You can inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, again practicing hinging from your hip, bringing your lower belly down, bringing your hands down. Now inhale, extend through your spine, start to bring your chest forward. Relax your shoulders. One more deep breath, and then that's where you bend the neck, chin towards your chest. Keep your right foot flexed. Press through your heel. Stretching out your hamstring. Good, let's inhale, start to lift our head up and slide our hands up our leg. Let's bring our hands underneath our right knee. Let's help it bend and lift, setting the right foot on the ground, bringing our left foot onto the ground. Then we'll slide our right foot into our center and extend your left leg forward. Good, so some of us might have a block under our bent knee. Some of us might have a block or a blanket underneath our extended legs knee. Okay, just little adjustments. You might also bring the strap back into play, wrapping it around the sole of the left foot. Okay, if you're not using the strap, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, start to hinge from our hips. Reach, reach, reach. Take another deep breath, extend the upper back, bring the hands down as far as you can, down the leg. And press the hips back, inhale, extend, shoulders away from ears. Once you find that place of the stretch, running up the leg into the hamstring, just relax your chin towards your chest. And little by little, you might go a little deeper. So that's the body allowing itself to relax deep enough so the muscle can stretch. Muscle relaxes and then it goes a little further. And we can help our muscles relax by keeping our minds nice and calm, listening to our breathing. Enjoying the quietness and calmness around you. One more deep breath here. And then we'll slowly start to slide our hands up our left leg, underneath the knee. Bending the knee, helping it up, and then bringing our right foot onto the mat. Good. Okay, now we've stretched out a lot of the body. We're going to engage the muscles, right? So the first one is going to be the reverse tabletop. So you can either make fists or lay your palms flat behind your back. Okay. Right underneath your shoulders if you can. We're going to be practicing lifting our hips up towards the sky. Now you might stay kind of low this morning, you might come up high. Good, press your knees forward, press down through your feet, extend through your arms, feel the strength through your arms. Engage your glutes, take a deep breath in, press your hips towards the sky. Now you can look forward, up or back with your head. Squeeze your glutes, breathe, 2 more deep breaths. And then exhale, go ahead and release back down to the ground. All right, we're going to transition to a tabletop position. And we're going to practice child's pose this morning. So bring your knees a little bit further apart, closer to the sides of the mat, big toes touching the back. Sit your hips back. Now really extend your arms forward. Extend, extend, extend. Feel the stretch in the low back before even putting your head down. Reach, reach, reach. Deep breath in. Exhale, let your head come down. Now we're getting into the side bodies, up the arms and the base of the spine. Good, let's inhale. Keep your arms on the ground. Shift your weight over your forearms. Go ahead, slide one foot back, then the other. Bring your hips down to the ground. We might have to adjust the forearms. We want to keep the elbows underneath the shoulders. And start to relax your belly. Starting to bring a stretch up the sternum. Good. Press your shoulders back. Good. Letting your chest come forward. Working on a back bend now. So press into your forearms. The tops of your feet are touching down if you can, onto the ground. There's some light pressure in the pubic bone, that's okay. Think about growing through the top of your head. And depending on your back flexibility, you stay right here if you feel enough stretch in the lower back. You want to get up a little bit and go a little deeper into the stretch running up the front side of your body. Extend the arms, press into the palms, press yourself away from the ground. Hips stay down, just lifting the upper back and belly away from the ground. And one more deep breath if you're lifted. And then we'll exhale, return the forearms onto the ground. Let's slide one hand under our shoulders and the other. Tuck your toes. We're going to press away from the ground. So lift the belly button up as you lift your whole body. You're practicing downward facing dog. You might have to slide your hands slightly forward. Spread your fingers. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the knees. Lengthen the legs. Lengthen the arms. Head down. Hips lift up, heels press down. So gently walk your dog if you'd like to, bending one knee then the other. You can shake out your hips, shake out your head, anything that feels nice. And then let's inhale, come into Savasana, plank pose. So we're going to hold here. Press into all 10 fingers. Press back through your heels. Keep your core engaged. Pull the belly button in. Don't let the hips come up too high. Find that middle line. Grow the space between your shoulder blades. 2 more deep breaths. And then let's set our knees down. Walk your hands towards your center. We're going to step our right foot forward, coming into low lunge. Okay, you can have your blocks nearby if you need to reach for them. Bring your hands up to your right thigh. If you feel a little wobbly here, maybe it's because the base is a little narrow. So you could step your right foot out to the right side a little bit more. Good, once your hands are on your right thigh, gently press yourself away from that right leg, stretching out your left hip flexor. Really sink into that right foot. Make sure your legs are grounded and active here, holding you up. Now you can stay here, you can join me. We're going to lift our arms overhead. We're going to interlace our fingers, point our fingers up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lean towards the right side. Good, let's come up nice and long. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Okay, frame your right foot. We're going to slide our right foot back and then step our left foot forward. Take a moment, if maybe you need to bring extra cushion under your right knee, and bring your left hands to the top thigh. Press away from the top thigh. Press down through your left foot. Okay, let's start to inhale, engage the arms, lifting overhead. You're going to add the side and take a deep breath in, biceps by the ears. Exhale, lean to the left. Okay, let's inhale, lift through center. Exhale. Go ahead, bring the hands down, frame the left foot. Slide your left foot back. We're going to practice downward facing dog again. So slide your hands forward, tuck your toes, lift your knees, extend arms and legs, head down, hips up. Good, we're going to extend our right leg up, three-legged dog. We're going to exhale, come over into plank with our right foot lifted if you can, otherwise the right foot's on the ground. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, plank, right foot lifted. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, plank. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale as you extend, right foot back. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot through. Good. We're going to bring our left foot slightly forward as well. I want both of your set of toes to point forward. And then sit, make sure your left foot's far enough inward so that you can set your left heel down. Okay, this is where it might feel good to have your blocks underneath your hands. Bring your spine into a halfway lifted spine. I'm just going to change direction so you can see that my back is nice and long here. It's not curved. It's extending through the crown of your head forward, pressing your right hip back, pressing down through your feet. Now, if you can get into that position, maybe you can set your hands on your right shin. Here we are. This is pyramid pose. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the pyramid pose, which is optional. You can stay right where you are with your hands on your right leg or on the blocks. We're going to start to fold from our hips, low belly, closer to our right leg. Good. Keeping your long spine as much as you can, pressing the right hip back. Take another deep breath, and then start to bring your upper torso towards your knee. Take a couple deep breaths there, and then just relax your head. Chin towards your chest. This is going to take a little bit of balancing, so that's why your blocks are there. You reach for the ground if you need to, or you can wrap your hands around your right ankle. Keep pressing your right hip back. Keep extending through the crown of your head. 2 more deep breaths. If you need to come out of this, bend your right knee a little bit. That'll ease up the stretch. And then go back into it. Now we're going to come out the same way we came in. So maybe set your hands on your blocks. Lift your chest away from your right leg. Halfway lifted spine. Take a deep breath in. Bend your right knee. Good. We're going to step our left foot forward to meet it. Good. Slide your hands to below your knees or above your knees. Extend your spine forward, halfway lifted spine. Take another deep breath in. And then from here, we're going to come all the way up to standing. So extend your arms out to the side. Lift, lift, lift. Grow your arms tall overhead. Exhale, lower your hands down by your side. So now we're going to practice that on the other side. So standing at the top of your mat, deep breath in, shift your weight to your left foot so you can slide your right foot down the mat far enough to where you can keep your right heel down on the ground, both sets of toes pointing forward. Hands are on your hips, take a deep breath in, legs are long, start to hinge from your hips, hinge, hinge. And then decide, okay, can I reach for my block? Okay. Extend through the crown of your head forward. Press your left hip back so your right hip comes forward now. And we'll stay here for a couple deep breaths. And then you can decide, okay, am I able to now bring my lower torso closer to my left thigh? Maybe I can move my hands either to my left shin or onto the ground. Keep pressing the left hip back. Take another deep breath. Now start to work your upper body, your upper torso closer to that left knee. And then chin to chest. Press into your feet. Relax your shoulders. Good, let's start to come up and out, maybe transitioning your hands to blocks. Good, extending the crown of the head forward, lifting your torso away from your left leg. Let's start to bend the left knee, lift the right heel, step the right foot forward. Slide your hands onto your legs, halfway lifted spine. Take a couple deep breaths here. Press down through your feet. Use the strength in your legs, engage your leg muscles. Extend your arms long out to the sides. Okay. And then inhale, lift straight up. Shoulders over hips, arms overhead. Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Take a couple deep breaths. And then we'll start the balance part of class. So today we're going to practice tree pose. So if balancing is an area where you like to have a little extra support, maybe standing near a wall or have a chair on the mat next to you, just in case you need to grab for a surface. Okay, so for tree pose, we're going to stand with our feet hip distance apart. Let's inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, shoulders down, standing up nice and tall. Good, let's move our hands to our hips. We're going to practice just holding one leg up, strengthening our single leg balance. So let's inhale, shift your weight into your left leg, nice and long. Inhale, lift your right knee in line with your right hip. Now, flex your right foot. If you need to hold on to your right thigh, please do. Otherwise, we're really using those muscles. Keep your right leg lifted. Pull the belly button in slightly. Now stay right here, or you can join me and open your right knee out to the side. Still in line with your right hip. Press down through your left leg. One more deep breath. Exhale, bring the right knee forward and then set the right foot down with steadiness, okay? All right, let's go. Take that over to the other side. Take a deep inhale. Shift your weight to your right leg. Extend down through that right leg. Root through the foot. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Flex your left foot. So your hands could be on your hips. They could be under your left thigh. Maybe just on your left kneecap. Now we're going to open, if you'd like to join out to the side. Keep your eyes focused on a point ahead of you. Let's exhale, bring the foot forward, bring the knee forward, set the foot down. Good. Let's just relax, do some gentle hip circles. Give the legs a little bit of time to rejuvenate the strength in the muscles. And then we'll practice full tree. So in tree pose, there's about 3 or 4 different foot positionings. So I'll just demonstrate as you're relaxing a little bit longer. You can have the ball of the foot or the tippy toes on the ground and just press the heel into your other leg. So that's the low setting. Then we have semi-low, where you're bringing the full surface of your foot into the lower part of your leg. So underneath the knee, okay? Pressing those 2 surfaces together. The third positioning is above the knee. So you got to bring the foot all the way up. You don't ever want to push your foot into the knee joint. That's not good. So you got to bring it above the knee into the, nice fleshy part of the thigh, side thigh. Press into that inner thigh. Good. Lengthen up through your spine. That's the third positioning. The fourth positioning, if you have some hip flexibility, is to lift, bring the outside of the foot into the opposite inner thigh. The knee points down, sole of the foot points up. Whoop. Take your time, noticing what you want to do today, and then we'll begin together. Okay, so feet hip distance apart. We're going to start. Inhale. Exhale, shift your weight to your left leg. Let's inhale, lift your right leg up. Good. Decide, where am I going to set my foot? Find that connection. Press those 2 surfaces together. Bring that energy up into the torso, out through the crown of the head. Hands could be at the hip. Hands could be pressing palms in front of your chest. Shoulders relaxed. Eyes are focused. Feel free, if you feel nice and stable, to grow your limbs of your tree through your arms up and maybe apart. Swaying in the breeze. Beautiful June day here. Slowly start to bring the palms together. And if they're lifted, bring the palms down. Slide your hands to your hips. You're going to come off with control. Right foot lifts off the left leg. Right foot sets down on the ground. Good. And shake it out if you need to. Whew. Let's go to the other side. So feet hip distance apart. Deep breath in. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Transfer the weight to the right leg. Let's inhale. Lift this left foot off the ground. Hold it here. Then match the foot positioning that you did on the other side. Keep your eyes focused on some point on the wall. And decide where your hands are going to set on your hips. Maybe one on a chair. Or palms pressing together in front of your heart space. Lifting through the crown of your head, pulling the core in. That's going to help you stay balanced as well. Once you find some stability, feel free to grow your tree if you like. So just stay on your foundation. Stay working with the base of the tree. Grounding into your legs, into that foot, rooting down. Really getting that base and foundation strong. You've created some limbs through the arms. Let's bring those limbs back together and down in front of your chest. Good. We'll start to release the left leg, lifting the knee, setting the foot down with some knees. Good. And we'll just shake it out, relax for a couple deep breaths. Okay, so I would like to share a seated twist with you. Now to get there, we're going to move through a sun salutation. So we're going to drop our chest down through a chaturanga, press ourselves into a downward facing dog, and then transition to a seated posture. Okay, so do your best. Bring yourself down onto the ground with ease. And the chaturanga is always optional. So once you come into plank pose, you just want to set the knees down, transition to seated. Please feel free to move your body in whichever way necessary. Okay, so I'm going to begin stepping towards the front area of my mat, having my feet hip distance apart. Inhale as I lift my arms up. Exhale as I dive down towards the ground. I inhale, press into my legs for a halfway lifted spine. I exhale, slide my hands down, bend my knees. I'm going to hop my feet back. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to lower my chest between my arms, keep my chest lifted, untuck my toes, press away from the ground as I inhale. Exhale, lift my hips, and reach downward facing dog. Now to transition to seated, you can hop the feet in, bending the knees and sitting down. So take a moment, everyone, to meet here in the seated posture. So we're going to work on stretching out our backs, twisting our backs a little bit deeper, kind of how we entered class. This is how we're going to exit class. So we're going to extend our right leg forward. We're going to keep our left leg bent. Slide the left foot towards your center. Okay? You're going to hold on to this lower part of your left leg with your right arm, because you're going to take your left arm on the inside of your left leg. Reach forward. Reach forward. See if you can bend your left elbow so that your palm comes down, slides against the ground, presses in line with your left hip. Or if you can get close to that, maybe it's in line with your left foot, maybe you can get it further back in line with your left hip. Now your right arm is going to reach forward, it's going to come in line with your right hip. Okay? So I want you to press into the ground, extend your spine, and then press your chest forward. And you're holding your left leg back with your left arm. You're extending forward. You're going to probably feel some sensations in that inner left groin. Keep your ears away from your shoulders, or shoulders away from your ears. Okay, so we're going to come out of this by lifting our heads and slowly releasing our arms forward. Okay. We're going to grab onto that left foot again so we can lift it and set it on the outside of our right leg. Sit up nice and tall, both sit bones grounded down. We're going to hug our left leg with our right arm. Or some people like to bring their right elbow on the inside of, or that, I guess that would be the outside of the left knee. And then we're going to twist to the left side. Twist. Looking towards your left shoulder. So going a little bit deeper than we did at the beginning. Extending through your spine, sitting up nice and tall. Pressing into that right knee or into that left knee or hugging that left leg towards your chest. So you can twist a little bit deeper. Take a few more deep breaths. And then we'll exhale, relax as we come forward. Okay, uncross your left leg, extend your left leg forward. Let's bend our right knee, set the right foot flat. Now slide that right foot back as far as you can. Let's inhale, bring the right arm forward on the inside of your right leg. Good, you're gonna bend your elbow. Slide that right hand in line with your right foot or hip as much as possible. Now reach your left arm forward, bend the left arm. In line with your left hip is where your fingers are gonna be planted. Take a deep breath in, press that right leg back, extend the spine forward, shoulders away from the ears. 5 deep breaths. Let's inhale, extend the spine, release the arms. Take a moment. Grab onto the right leg, lift it up and over the left. Now you can either hug the right leg with your left arm, start to twist the base of your spine, bring your right hand towards your right hip behind it, or you can inhale, extend the left arm up, bring the outside of your left elbow, pressing onto the outside of your right knee, and twist the upper spine, looking towards your right shoulder. Good. 2 more deep breaths. We'll inhale, start to release. Exhale. Let's lift the right leg up and extend it forward. Now the last posture we're going to do is a reverse incline plank, or option to bend the knees and do the reverse tabletop like we did at the beginning of class. This is just to really energize all the muscles in our body one more time before we lay into our Savasana. So your choice, either legs extended or knees bent, hands behind you. You're going to inhale, engage all the muscles to lift the hips up, toes point forward if your legs are extended. Press through your arms. 5 deep breaths through your nose. And then go ahead, exhale, release down. Slide slightly forward so you can come onto your backs. Maybe bring your knees towards your chest for a knee hug. Any little last stretch you need to do before you come into your Shavasana. Maybe you want to pause the video so you can take a long Shavasana and then press play when you're ready to join us. Just slowly extend your body out to the Shavasana posture. So I'll let you relax into that, and in a few moments I will begin speaking again to bring you out of the Shavasana. So from your lying posture, we're going to start to awaken the body once again. I feel like we could scan the body from our feet. Start to notice any sensations around your toes, the sole of your foot. Noticing the sensations in the lower leg, the calf muscle, the soft bending of the knee, and the upper leg into the hips. How does the space between your hips feel today? The belly, is it feeling free and relaxed? Is it feeling nice and strong and toned? How's the lower back feeling? As you scan up the torso towards the sternum, solar plexus, right there, where your upper and lower body come together. How your chest, how your lungs feeling today? Scanning to the shoulders. Taking your mind's eye to your fingers, coming to your wrists. Okay, feel good today through your practice. Scanning up to your elbows, to your biceps, shoulders, shoulders on the ground. And then up your neck space, your head space. Finally to the crown of your head. Taking 3 deep breaths. You need to open yourself back up. Full body awareness. Full life. There's something about yoga. The word comes from uniting all the parts, feeling the wholeness, the oneness. So may you feel beautiful and whole in your body, in this beautiful earth that we live on. So I want to say namaste, muchas gracias. And I hope you have a beautiful June. See you next time.